What's up, YouTube? This is Just Dwayne back again. Um, was getting ready to eat dinner, and I said, I may as well go ahead and do a little video. Um, Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this, first thing you need to do is like it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Plain and simple as that. And make sure you hit that little thing up there, that bell, to make sure you get every notification that goes out when I upload a video. I had already started eating, so my food has already been blessed. But I know everybody is preparing for Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday. The holidays are much different now that my mother and grandmother are no longer with us. Excuse me. But I was just sitting here thinking about the Christmas holidays and as a child, and I was just sitting here smiling and laughing because as a child, all of my Christmases were good. I had made a video on another channel about a year ago, and in that video I was talking about Christmas as a child. I remember one incident where my cousins and I was sitting in the house, and I think this may have been, well, it was maybe like 3 or 4 days before Christmas. We were out. We were in the house, and my mother had gone somewhere. I don't know where. I know where she gone, but had gone, but I didn't know then. So she came back, and we were very curious. We wanted to know everything. So she came back and pulled in the driveway, and we just happened to be somewhere near the door when she pulled in. And when I tell you that little car of hers came in that driveway flying, and she had all of this stuff in the back of the car. So we waited around after she came in the house, and it took her probably like 30 minutes to come in. So after she came in, my cousins and I, we went running outside to go and see what was in the car. Everything that we glimpsed coming in the driveway, all of it was gone. To this day, I don't know where the stuff went, but that was funny to me. And then, as a child, you had your little stockings, and they would put your fruit, your apples, your oranges, your tangerines, your nuts in there. As a child, I wasn't thinking about a pecan, an orange, an apple. I wanted the toys. But we would always see the adults eating the fruit. And we'd be like, what in the world? How in the world could you be thinking of fruit and nuts at a time like this? But as I became an adult and those fruits and nuts were out, I would eat them too, because I didn't have any toys to look forward to. And as a child, you always get that J.C. Penney catalog, and by the time you cut out pictures and took it to school. By the time Christmas got here, catalog was destroyed, and nothing that you got for Christmas came out of the JCPenney catalog. What was it called? Was it the Wish Book or something like that? I can't remember. But those were really, really, really fun times. And look, watching children now, I don't know if they have the same fun that we had. And maybe it's just different things are fun to them. I mean, we have fun. Fun to us was getting a mason jar, taking the top, hammer and nail, putting little holes in it, and go outside and find a spider. Put it in there. Catching frogs. Our frogs never did survive because back then I would give them flies, but their food has to be moving before they'll even go after it. And I was throwing in dead flies. So, and what else did we catch? We went outside and we would find nests where snakes had laid their eggs. And we would burst open old tree trunks, and there would be eggs in there, but they were eggs of the scarab and the little skinks or whatever those little blue and black lizards are. And there would be all sizes. Some of them were colorful, some of them weren't. I don't know if it's where like some species, some animals, the female is not as vibrant colored as the male. But we would find those. I mean, we would find ants. We would catch ants. We would go out and to catch ants, we would get a little piece of bread. We would get our jar, put dirt in our jar, and put a piece of bread down out on the walkway. And once the bread filled up with ants, we'd drop it over in our jar. And I remember one time my cousins, they got upset with each other. They were brothers. They got upset because one of their jars was cleaner than the other. But those, we didn't realize it, but those innocent days were absolutely the good old days. And back then, I never thought of losing a parent, because you thought your parents were always gonna be there. I didn't lose my mother and my grandmother until I was 40. But losing a parent is losing a parent. And my mother died unexpectedly. She wasn't sick. I just talked to her on the phone. And then 30 minutes later, I got the call that she was sick. And she was fine when I talked to her on the phone. But and they told me to come where she was. So on my way there, everybody's calling. Finally, I said, "What is going on?" And they said they're doing CPR and she's not responding. And to hear those words, CPR and not responding, it was like at that point, something told me it's not going to be okay this time. Um, when you come back up this highway, your mother's not going to be with you. So I got to where they were, and she was actually riding on a vehicle when she got sick. And I pulled up to where they were, and there was EMS and police, fire department, everything out there. And I went over to take her medicine to the ambulance. And as I was passing, I could see through the window, I could see them performing CPR on her. And that right there was just, oh my goodness. But they did the CPR and everything, and then they told me they said we do have a pulse. It's faint. It's a faint pulse, and the situation is still critical. But we're going to go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital. I can't even remember who drove my car, but I rode on one of the vehicles that belong to the emergency medical services. And when I got there, the chaplains met me at the door. And I was like, oh my goodness. And they prayed and did what they do. And then I was sitting down in the waiting area, waiting for my sister to get there. And the doctor came and said, Mr. Brown, you got your mother in the room. You got her resting. You can come on up and talk to her. Sit with her. So I got up to the room, and she was there laying there. She was on every machine and tube you can imagine. And before my sister got there, the doctor came to me and said, well, we have a doctor online from another city who's a specialist, and he wanted to talk to you and explain to you exactly what's going on. And I took the phone, and he was going on and on, and he said, well, can I just be blunt with you? And I was like, yeah, just tell me what's going on. And he said, your mother has no brain activity. And he said, if she has a 2% chance of survival, and if she survives the way you see her now, this is the way she's going to be. And I said, well, so what you're telling me is she's brain dead? He said, yes. And I think that was the worst thing anybody has ever spoken to me, you know. And this was April 27th, 2016. And my sister and I, we decided to go ahead and take her off of life support because she was a very fun-loving, vibrant, outgoing lady, and I knew she wouldn't want to just be there suffering or just laying there on life support. We decided to disconnect the life support. And then I was faced with how am I going to tell my grandmother this? But by the time I got back home, somebody had already told her. And this was April 27th. And my grandmother died July 24th. Same year. 2016 was a horrible, horrible year for me. Um, but it just really showed me the uncertainty of life and the certainty of death. But I can rest in knowing that with both of them, I did all that I could do, and I don't have any regrets. Excuse me. But that's not what this video was about. It just led into that. But I'm full. I can't eat anything else. But thank you for listening. If you have any Christmas memories that you want to share, put them right down there in the comments. Let me know if you like this video. I hope you did. But they're going to continue to get better. Just still trying to decide what I want to do next. And I just wanted to come on because you all that I have met through the subscriptions, now y'all have been so nice and so complimentary of my videos, and I really do appreciate it. But there's more to come. I enjoyed sitting here talking to you. Thank you for sitting with me while I had my dinner. And again, like, share if you like, subscribe, and hit the bell to make sure you get a notification whenever I release a video. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.